In 1975, Milan is preparing for a legendary premiere. Moto Guzzi, an established brand in the motorcycle world, is about to unveil the Moto Guzzi Le Mans 850, better known as the Le Mans Mark I. But what makes this motorcycle so special, and why is it still an icon today? The story of the Le Mans 850 begins in 1971 with the arrival of the V7 Sport, a 70-horsepower engine considered powerful at the time. But Moto Guzzi wanted more. Therefore, the V-twin engine of the V7 Sport was modified. Engineer Lino Tonti increased the displacement to 844 cubic centimeters, resulting in a machine known as the Le Mans prototype, which was entered in the 1971 Bull d'Or 24-hour race at Le Mans. The bike led the race for the first 10 hours, but was later slowed by a broken rocker arm. The bike ultimately finished in third place. The Le Mans I was developed from this endurance racer, but it wasn't released until 1976. And there was a reason for this. Moto Guzzi and Benelli were owned at the time by Alejandro de Tomaso, an Argentinian investor who also produced the Pantera. De Tomaso had also designed the Benelli 756-cylinder, which was to be launched first. That's why the Le Mans wasn't introduced until 1975. But then, in 1975 the motorcycle world was surprised with the introduction of what can safely be called one of the benchmark motorcycles of the 1970s. The Le Mans not only had a fantastically sleek design, but it was also innovative. It featured an integral braking system, an electric starter only, and a buddy seat mold from a single piece of foam. The enormous success of the Moto Guzzi Le Mans 850 led to 3 production runs, each with its own distinctive changes. Series 1 was notable for its round CEV taillight, low, one-piece mold foam racer seat, silver-colored fork legs, and various subtle details. The second series featured some significant changes: a rectangular taillight designed by de Tomaso, black fork sliders, exhaust guards, mold fuel taps, and a wider two-up seat. The third and final series added additional ridges to the heel plates. Tests from that period often state that the view of the instruments is not very clear because you're partially looking through the windshield. However, this is a result of the higher two-up seat. From experience, I know that the view of the gauges is perfect with the lower, single-up racing seat because you sit lower and further back. The press was divided. Most testers weren't fans of the mold seat and the controls, which felt rather fragile. Now, I know from experience that after 48 years of use, the switches still work perfectly. It was praised for its lively engine and stable handling, perhaps the best of that period. Despite the criticisms, the Le Mans 850 became an icon for Moto Guzzi. The Le Mans I was produced from 1976 to 1978. Even today, riding the Le Mans is a special experience. Its character is incomparable to that of other motorcycles from that era. After all these years, every ride is still a treat. In the 1970s, the Stucci company produced a racing fairing specifically for the Le Mans. Around 30 of these were produced, transforming the Le Mans into a classic racer. This fairing naturally offers better wind protection. Of course, they are very rare. Did you like this video? Subscribe to my channel and give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it.